Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand. 106.9 KROC. It's Dunken and Carly.
According to an article by Premier Inn, I have the top 5 sounds to fall asleep to on the board.
Show me rain.
Soothing rainfall sounds, number 1 on the list.
Show me thunderstorms.
No.
I'm trying to think of my kid's sound machine and the sounds that they have on it. Rainforest is on there. What about wind?
Wind, number 4.
White noise. That's pretty good.
You know, I thought that was coming from the soundboard for a second until I looked at you and I realized
stupid face.
Your face is in the mic. I'll give you number 5 because that's buzzing sounds from a fan, which is pretty much white noise.
Okay.
So, you have 2 more that you're missing.
Classical music.
No. Well, actually, yes, I have to give that to you. Number 2 is music in general.
Okay.
Missing 1. I don't think you're going to get this one.
Is it waves?
No.
It is not waves. Is it fire? Crackling fire?
It is not a crackling fire. No. I think that's 3 strikes.
Yeah, I think I'm out.
Okay, so the top 5 sounds to fall asleep to. You got buzzing sound of a fan, wind sounds, number 4. Number 3 is audiobooks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, boring books. They fall asleep.
Yeah, you cannot fall asleep to like a thriller. That would not
you
work.
had a podcast at one time you talked about that they just did stories about nothing.
Yes.
What is that called? Stories about nothing? Something like that?
Something like that.
Wasn't it Matthew McConaughey or some? Maybe it wasn't him. He's involved in another sleep app.
I have no idea who this person is until I found her podcast.
But you told me it's literally a story about
stories about nothing.
A boy walked outside.
And it was sunny.
Yeah, and it was sunny.
And he decided to walk to the stream, and then he met a frog. And it's just stories that really don't do anything.
They shut your brain down.
Right, exactly.
What is that called?
Nothing much happens.
Nothing much happens. It's a good one if you struggle sleeping. Okay.
Absolutely. Number 2 is music. Number 2, sound to fall asleep to. And the number 1 sound to fall asleep to, you got soothing rainfall sound.
Dunken and Carly in the morning on 106.9 KROC.
If you are looking for a part-time job to make a little extra cash before Christmas, you should not have a problem finding one. Target says they're going to hire 100,000 additional workers. UPS is going to hire 100,000 additional workers. And Amazon says they're going to hire 250,000 employees for the holidays. And it looks like most of these jobs are going to be in the $20 to $25 per hour range. Pretty good money, Carly, if you can handle that holiday rush. Let's talk to Leanne. Good morning, Leanne. You had one of these seasonal jobs in the past?
I worked an extra job during Christmas one year. It was just nasty. Like a retail store.
Okay, I was going to say, is it retail?
Yeah, I see all these seasonal job posts, and I know they're paying very well, but man, the holiday hours were probably awful, and just dealing with all the crowds of people, that can't be fun.
Kept waiting for them to let me go after Christmas, and I finally just I'm giving my notice.
You're like, aren't you going to fire me? Holidays are over.
I thought this was just temporary.
Oh, that's funny.
You must have been really good at it, Leanne.
Well, I don't know about that. But yeah.
Thanks for calling in today, Leanne. Have a good day. You won't need a second job to pay for all those Christmas gifts when we put $30,000 in your hand. We've got $30,000 that you can win with our next cash code, which is coming up at the top of the hour.
Dunken and Carly in the morning on 106.9 KROC. Celebrity Soundbites on 106.9 KROC.
Late night talk shows were the first to leave when the writers began striking back on May 2nd. They were also the first to return last night with fresh shows.
I'm more excited than a Jets fan during the first 3 plays of the season. You've got to be kidding me.
Also, everybody knows that Post Malone's got a lot of face tattoos.
I feel like the face tattoos make me interesting to look at. So where I might lack in handsomeness, I make up for in intrigue at least.
He's so funny. He also has a diamond-studded grill that he spent $1.6 million on. And recently, while he was eating in Italy, one of the diamonds on the grill, which is worth $600,000, popped out of his mouth. And he went Or the diamond went down the floor drain. He went with a pair of pliers to get it out.
Oh, yeah, $600,000. You're going after that thing.
Which is so funny because can afford to just buy a new one instead of go get that dirty old diamond.
Shut up. $600,000. You're going for that dirty diamond. That's a lot. That's a lot to be rocking in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not surprised. He needs the intrigue, as he says.
Yeah.
1069 KROC.
Somebody predicted this relationship? Is that what you would say? I mean, they dressed up as this couple for Halloween.
We could say that.
Or it was just completely random.
I think that he wanted to dress up as Travis Kelce and she wanted to dress up as Taylor Swift.
This was 2 years ago?
Something like that.
And the photos are out there, so they have proof?
Oh, yes.
Wow,
Yes.
That's pretty good. When you can call it like that 2 years ago and you're like, yep, knew it.
They were talking about, I saw something, they were talking about how crazy it is. I mean, because that photo's blowing up now.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are like, oh my God, it's like The Simpsons. They predicted this.
It. Yeah.
It's so funny. They're like, I don't know what to do with this 5 minutes of fame kind of thing.
Well, there will be a lot of people dressing up as Swelsey. Is that what they're calling them? Swelsey. I think that's what I saw.
Ooh, I don't like that.
It does sound gross.
Oh, ooh, it sounds like a disease. Swelsey.
Need some
I got the
ointment for
Swelsey.
my Swelsey.
I got to stay home today, guys.
There will be a lot of people dressing as Taylor and Travis this Halloween. I saw it. Well, we just heard one of our coworkers talking about how this whole thing is a publicity stunt.
You think so?
For the NFL. I don't think it is for the NFL.
Okay.
Although it is working. The Jets-Chiefs game this last weekend had 2 million more viewers than a typical game. It was the most viewed football game since the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's insane.
2 million of those people watching, 2 million extra women came in to watch the game, basically. Swifties.
Right. Yeah. That's hilarious.
But I don't think the NFL needs help.
And Taylor doesn't need help.
I think Taylor might be the one doing the publicity stunt.
Really?
I think she's promoting her movie. Let's watch after October 13th. Let's see if she stops going to the games.
Uh-huh.
I think she wants to break every single record out there.
I see it. I was talking to family about this weekend because we also watched the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
And they were
Did you have your bracelets on? Your little Tay-Tay bracelet?
I don't have any Tay-Tay bracelets.
Oh, sad.
If somebody wants to bring me some, I will absolutely wear them.
Yes,
but,
hook us up.
We were like, oh, there are people who are saying that it's a publicity stunt. And I'm like, Taylor needs no help. She's sold out
everywhere.
All of her shows. She needs no help. Travis Kelce needs no help. Like, why would this be a publicity stunt?
You can always make more money.
Oh,
ask all the biggest companies in the world that continue to advertise.
And then I'll vomit on them. Like,
you're not going to vomit on Taylor, though.
No, of course not. I love Taylor.
It's Dunken and Carly on 106.9 KROC. Good morning, Alyssa.
I'm like the biggest Taylor Swift fan ever.
Alyssa, are you going to go see the Eras tour at the theater?
Absolutely.
Are you going to dress up? Are you going to bring your friendship bracelets? Are you going to sing along?
Of course.
Okay.
I love that. Well, have you also seen the TikTok trend where girls are telling their boyfriends or their husbands or whatever, they're like, well, you know, Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map.
That's hilarious.
Just to like get a rise out of him.
Guys get so angry, like he's the best tight end in the NFL.
Like, excuse me, he's won 2 Super Bowls. Yeah. What do you mean? Let's
be real. Taylor Swift is on a different planet than Travis Kelce.
Absolutely.
Super famous worldwide icon.
They have both been on their respective maps before either of them got together. 100%. But that trend is just so funny.
I think it'll be interesting, though, to see if after her movie comes out, if she stops going to the games.
If she's still going or not, yeah. When is the Minnesota game? Is that this weekend?
I don't know. But you know who does know?
The Google?
Google. Kansas City Chiefs. Sunday.
It is this Sunday. All right. So even if it is a publicity stunt, she should be here.
She should be up at US Bank Stadium. Which, as a football fan, would drive me crazy because you want to go, you want to take your family, you want to buy $200 tickets because they're already expensive.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Taylor is going to be there. So all of a sudden, the tickets are $800 a piece because there's going to be.
And there's all the Swifties that are going to go.
That aren't even watching the game. They're just staring at the suites. Up in the boxes.
They're trying to find her, like.
All right, if you want to
take my friendship bracelets.
Yes, exactly. We got 30 grand to put in your hand. We'll help you get into the game this weekend. You can win that cash coming up at 8 o'clock.
1069 KROC. News or snooze with Duncan and Carly on 1069 KROC.
Tinder is launching a school of swipe, basically teaching people how to date online.
Okay.
It's a crash course on online dating.
I kind of like this.
Helping people learn about online dating safety, communication, profile setup, conversation in like the online app, real life connections after talking on the app.
After you swipe, what do you do?
Right.
Yeah,
I think it's a good idea because it's gotten a little raunchy from what I hear.
Well, think about it too. Like you get out of high school, you just open Tinder, and you're like, here we go. Like there's your parents aren't going to have that talk with you. And like then there's older people that are like, going through a divorce or whatever. And they're like, I want to get back in the dating scene. I have no idea how to do this.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. I think it's a good idea. The New York Times says that NASA is hoping to build homes on the moon by 2040. This is a housing development called Project Olympus. And they're going to construct homes on the moon with concrete-like substance made out of moon dust, rocks, and minerals. They plan to send astronauts to the moon in 2024, next year.
And they're going to have houses on the moon by 2040?
2040 is NASA's
17
plan.
years from now?
Yeah.
Who's living there?
Wild would that be? Okay, well, funny story.
You're living there?
I started.
So I bought a timeshare.
I already have a plot of land on the moon. See ya. No, I started watching Love is Blind for the first time. And there was a couple, I don't know what season this was on, but there was a couple who, one of the people wanted to go live on the moon. And the guy was like, yeah, I'll go with you and live on the moon with you or something like that. And now I'm like, oh, well, there you go.
No.
Whoever that was.
That seems so sudden. All right.
How weird would that be, though? There's going to be it's going to be rich people who are going to go populate the moon.
You would think.
It seemed, I would think that.
Or we take all the annoying people and we just send them to the moon. Good luck,
no
bro.
questions asked.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. And finally, Costco memberships are going up in price. Boo.
Boo.
They typically raise their memberships every 5 or 6 years. They haven't had a price hike in their membership since 2017.
Well, so we're due.
Yeah, and the CFO had said it's not a matter of if the prices were going up, it's a matter of when. Which, of course, but still, boo.
I wonder, Costco is making a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Is it only going to be I imagine it's going to be like a $5 raise. It's not going to be insane.
I would think so.
And now they're doing the membership sharing crackdown.
I know.
So that should help.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
That should help with their bottom line so you don't have to raise my rate. I'm paying to shop there. Yeah. Don't raise my rates. Carly's trying to scam it.
No, we have been paying for it. It's my brother-in-law that's scamming us.
Okay, see? All right. So you can read about that and get more local news right now on the 1069 KROC app.
Duncan and Carly on 1069 KROC.
Do you have a collection of sorts? Anything?
No.
Yeah,
you know me.
Anti-clutter
I
man.
am anti-clutter. We are not using it. We are getting rid of it.
I have a collection of keychains from places I've been, but then I stopped doing that and I started to get shirts from places I've been because then I actually wear it, which I kind of like a little bit more. And the keychains just stay in a drawer.
I started doing that a couple years ago. I started getting hats everywhere I go. So I've got a collection of 5 hats. Nothing major.
Is that a collection yet?
No, I don't think so, right?
But this guy in Iowa has a major collection.
Okay.
And he actually now holds the record in the Guinness Book of World Records for this collection.
What does he collect?
He collects nativity scenes. He has...
Like the ones that you put in your yard and the ones that you put on your entryway when you come.
Okay. All of those kinds. He has so many.
Okay, hold on. I want to know how many he has in his collection. But first, we got to talk to Vicky. Vicky, you've got a Christmas collection?
You know anybody that wants to buy any Christmas houses? I have 200.
How did you end up with 200?
I went on Marketplace a year ago, and this lady said that she had a couple Christmas houses. And when I took my get them, she He said bring a truck and a trailer. There were 42 totes of them.
42 totes of Christmas villages?
Yes, free.
Wow.
She was giving them away. Her husband had finally had enough. Her husband said, it's me or the Christmas villages. Thanks for calling in today, Vicky. All right, let's get back to this guy in Iowa. How many nativity scenes does he have?
2,539 nativity sets in his collection. However, the Guinness Book of World Records only recognizes 2,324 of them because they have to include a Mary, a Joseph, Jesus, at least one angel, 3 wise men, a shepherd, an animal, a star, or a stable.
Wow.
And if it doesn't include one of
there are
those,
rules?
then it's out. So he has about 200 incomplete nativity sets.
Where does this guy put all of this stuff? I can't imagine all this clutter in my house. People love collecting Christmas. Who is a pop star? Adele, right?
Yeah.
We talked about Adele, who was like, her boyfriend said, knock it off.
Yeah, Adele has a ton of Christmas villages.
An entire room full of Christmas villages.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so it's just probably everywhere. I'm sure he has a bunch that sit in his yard. And he's just always been a collector.
Neighbor.
He's always been a collector.
Oh, gosh.
That neighbor.
Hey, speaking of Christmas, a new report says that more than half of us will start our Christmas shopping this month. Let us help you with that. We've got $30,000 that we want to put in your hand, and you can win that cash at the top of the hour.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.